Have you ever wondered about that invisible pull? That quiet, undeniable force that tethers you to certain people, making their absence feel like a subtle ache in your very bones, while their presence feels like letting out a breath you didn't realize you were holding. It's strange, isn't it? How we can be capable, independent individuals, yet feel so profoundly incomplete without that specific frequency of connection. We often brush this off as just liking someone, or perhaps we romanticize it as fate. But beneath the poetry of longing lies a profound psychological truth, a blueprint for survival that science calls emotional attachment. But I prefer to think of it as the architecture of the heart. This blueprint isn't something we consciously chose in adulthood. It was drafted before we even had words. Think back, if you can, to the very beginning of a life, perhaps watching a sleeping infant. They are utterly vulnerable. Their survival doesn't depend on their own strength, but on their ability to summon care, a cry that brings comfort, eyes that seek a mirroring gaze. In those thousands of tiny, repeated moments where a caregiver answers a cry or smiles back, the child isn't just being soothed. They are learning what love is. They are building an internal map of the world that says, when I reach out, someone reaches back. I am safe here. The fascinating and sometimes heartbreaking thing is that we carry these ancient, faded maps into our adult lives, trying to navigate modern relationships using old coordinates. You feel it in your daily life, don't you? Maybe you're someone who feels a sudden electric spike of anxiety when a partner's text tone shifts just slightly, or when they take too long to reply. That's not just impatience, it's that old, quiet childhood fear whispering that connection is fragile, that you must hold tightly, perform perfectly, or risk being dropped. Or perhaps you are the opposite, when closeness feels too demanding, like the air in the room is suddenly too thick. Your instinct is to retreat into the cool safety of solitude. You've learned somewhere along the way that self-reliance is the only truly reliable thing, so you keep your heart behind heavy gates. It's so easy to judge these reactions in ourselves, to label ourselves as too clingy or too distant, broken or complicated. But what if we stopped viewing these patterns as flaws and started seeing them as echoes? They're just old survival strategies that haven't realized they aren't needed anymore. The true science of emotional attachment isn't cold data. It's the study of our desperate, beautiful human attempt to find home in another person. We are wired for interdependence. Our nervous systems actually regulate each other when we feel safe. We literally calm each other's hearts. We aren't meant to carry the weight of existence entirely alone. So if you find yourself wrestling with how deeply you attach, or perhaps how desperately you try not to attach, try to offer that inner struggle some compassion tonight. You are navigating a complex internal landscape that was shaped long ago, often by forces beyond your control. The beauty of attachment is that it isn't fixed in stone. Maps can be redrawn. Through patience and perhaps finding those secure people who offer a steady hand, we can learn new ways to feel safe. We are all just looking for that quiet assurance that we are worthy of connection, just as we are. And that longing to connect, it isn't a weakness. It's the most beautifully human thing about you.